Welcome back for another scrapbook layout process. Today I am working on another page from my Europe trip, and this is when we were on the Amalfi Coast in Italy, and we were up a little bit in the mountains, I guess you could say, in an area called Ravello. And the best part that we found in Ravello was this really beautiful botanical garden. So we walked all around the botanical gardens. It was super, super beautiful. And then at the end of it, there's this really, it's not necessarily the end, but at the end we found this super high lookout point, but you had to climb up this big tower, and it was August, so it was really hot. And there's a photo of us at the top, and we're all a little bit shiny from all of the sweating, but it was a really beautiful view and a fun little way to end that part of our day. So I went for a monochromatic layout. I think I was mostly influenced by wanting to use more tissue paper, and I only have a couple of tissue papers at my desk right now. I definitely want to get some more. Also, just dig through my gift wrapping stuff to find a few more. All this wrapping paper or tissue paper I have is just random stuff I found in like our gift wrap bin. But I really like the effect it gives, so anyways, so that was what motivated me to do an all pink layout. Again, I'm not a big pink person, but with scrapbooking, I like it, so I just go with it. But I'm using a bunch of different shades of pink, a lot of scraps, some whole pages. I do a little bit of this pale pink stripe. That first paper was kind of a purpley pink, kind of an orchid color, I guess. And it has some different kinds of stripes, different shades, some tone on tone. But yeah, so I just mess with a lot of matting to begin with, just to get all those layers. It ends up being, again, one of my go-to very saturated, heavy, bulky, layered piece in one little area of the page, and the rest of the page is pretty open. But I like that, so I continue to do it. If it ain't broke, don't fix it, I guess. But yeah, then I left that one a little bit wider and did my little rip. I love doing this torn edge. I think it just gives a really cool effect and a good different type of texture from all the clean cut scissor ends. And you can see I finished my little sticky tape roll, which is so exciting. I actually didn't have enough, so I had to pull out the new one to finish that. And then again, this is a technique I learned from Adele from Inky Quill. You just take some double-sided tape at the bottom edge of your page and cut a little strip of tissue paper, and you just kind of fold it over. You'll see what I do. It's easier to explain that way, but this double-sided tape is really easy because it sticks on. And I considered using that white tissue paper, but it has multicolored specks on it, and I just wanted to keep it pink. So I used my pink, knock you guys a little bit. But this pink wrapping paper has like kind of a gold shimmery thing to it. So it's pretty. I like it a lot. It's super, super old though. Like I remember getting gifts with this tissue paper as a kid, I'm pretty sure. And then yeah, peeling off the back, and the sticky tape makes it so that you don't have to wait for it to like dry if you're using regular glue or anything like that, and it's really strong. So you just grab it and then shove it all down. You kind of like crunch it all up together, maybe kind of what is it called? An accordion fold, sort of, but not really. It's more of an accordion scrunch. Then, of course, you run out right at the end, so you grab a little bit more. And yeah, it's super fun. And tissue paper is pretty cheap, I'm pretty sure. And also, you could just recycle, like, whatever. If you get a gift or you buy something from a store, a lot of times they wrap it in tissue paper. And you could totally recycle it because you crunch it up anyways. It doesn't have to be in, like, pristine quality. So, get a little upcycling going on. And I find that I often have a really wonky bottom, so I like to trim it a bit if it's a little too wonky. And then there's just that really fun texture. And then I had a few cut apart cards that I considered using. I think I ended up using that lighter one, but the other darker one doesn't end up on the page. And I've got my washi tape little border strips. I still don't know if I like them. Like, I mean, obviously I used them, but I don't know if they were really worthwhile again, because like for what you pay, you get like a couple strips of washi tape versus like a whole roll. But I do think it's nice because there's some strips in there that have colors that I would use, but I wouldn't necessarily want a whole entire roll of washi in that print. So in that sense, I think it's cool. And then I'm using more rub-ons. I kind of recently fell in love with them. I got this one random pack, had never used them before, and really, really liked them. So I've got my little rub-on kit going. I definitely want to get some more. If you guys have any suggestions for where you get rub-ons or what are good rub-on brands, I have a couple in my cart on scrapbook.com. I always have a scrapbook.com cart full, even if I'm not planning on ordering for a long time. I just think it's fun to like get ideas of what I might want, and I don't know. I just like to window shop, I guess. And then yeah, so I'm adding this rub-on there just to get some texture and some height. I kind of feel like I'm supposed to put stuff on top of rub-ons, like I feel a call to do that, but I'm not making myself do anything. I'm not creating any rules for myself, so I'm just trying to let it be a little bit of a layer. And then I grab my little scalloped doily-esque border punch to create an edge for another little layer I am adding in. And I think, yeah, so I'm using this white paper with some little gold dots. And I like this because it's not an arranged polka dot where it's perfect. It's kind of like a polka dot splatter, which I think is a fun, more whimsical, random, organic sort of a thing versus like those pages that have the polka dots perfectly spaced out from each other. It's kind of funny that that could be a different look. And I did a really horrible job punching this. If you angle it slightly, you don't keep it perfectly level, especially with this one where it's like super delicate cutouts, you will end up with a missing scallop. So I just trimmed off the parts that were messed up and slide that underneath my layers. Using my trusty dusty glue stick like I'm in kindergarten with my purple glue stick. I used to think they were so cool when I was in school, the purple ones. They still are pretty cool though. So then I have this washi tape and it has a bunch of different like watercolory splotchiness, and I wanted to kind of embrace the watercoloriness from that card, but there's green shades, so I just ripped to a part that doesn't have any of that green and tuck that in a few spots. So there's that lighter and darker shade of pink. And I really incorporated a lot of pink shades, anything I could find. So I had some coral, some hot pink, some baby pink. And here I'm adding this really old, what is it, like a photo tab? Not a photo, but just a tab. And it was so old it wasn't even sticky anymore, so I had to add some sticky back to it. But it's pale pink with a gold border and it says Adventures, I'm pretty sure. Let's see what it says. And I add that to the top left, I think. Yeah. I thought about it on the right, but I go with the left and I pull a few layers up. Mess with it, fight with it. And it's just, I'm being really careful because that double-sided tape is super sticky, so once it gets stuck down, it's forever there. So you gotta really know what you're doing. And there's that. That looks cute, a little light pink in that area. It was necessary because it's getting pretty hot, dark pink up there. And then my sticker book. And I find a bunch of little pink hearts and I don't know, some other stuff. Oh, I used one of these. So this is like a planner sticker book. So there's all of these, they're like little flags with white, either hearts or pumpkins or circles, depending on like their like holiday theme of it. A little word sticker that says who knows what. I can't see it. I also put it on so crookedly, but whatever. That one says love. So I put it so it says love adventures, which I thought was cute. But anyways, it has like little checklisty stickers. But I've realized they could just be cute little additions as just a little flag. So I think I put one of those on this spread. Let's see if I do that right now or do it later. I don't remember. But yeah, there's so many fun stickers in here. I really liked it as like a way of incorporating a color if you need some more. I don't have every single color embellishment in my main embellishment kit, but there's the little ladybug. Sorry, super sidetracked. There is always something in this sticker book, it seems like. And then I decided to use a scallop border sticker, and I use it on the top. I feel like I normally put a scallop facing down, but I used it at the top, and I think it's fun. I ripped it and used it more somewhere else. Oh, down I think at that, yeah, that journaling card. And you guys actually get to see me journal today. I don't always journal on camera just because I like to put some thought into what I'm saying, and sometimes it takes me a while, and I also just don't love my handwriting, so I don't end up journaling on everything anyways. Even if I want to tell a story, sometimes I'm like, maybe I'll come back when I like my handwriting better. I don't know if that day will ever come. This is where I grabbed that little thing. So you can see it's just got a bunch of little white hearts, and you're meant to like make a checklist and check the boxes or the little hearts as boxes. But I thought it was a cute little addition, so I used it as a little embellishment. And then there's this little gingham flag. And then, of course, these little pink tile stickers. And they're little alphas. And I think I make my title out of those guys. Oh, and I'm poking, which means I'm adding brads. Oh yeah, there they are. So I've got these brads that I've had for literally years and years and years. And I'm trying to use them more because they're really cute, and also I've just had them for a while and I don't use them very often. They're kind of just like a heavy duty enamel dot look. So it gives that same idea of like a little sprinkling of whatever like enamel dots are, but they're metal and brads. And I do like the idea that they're like punctured. Not that anyone really could tell, but I know they're like punctured through the page. So it just feels more substantial, and I don't know, I like it. So I'm adding little triangle groupings around the page. And that little punchy poker stick is from We Are Memory Keepers. It came in a little set of tools with a paper trimmer and scissors and some other stuff. And it's really handy, honestly. I used to use an X-Acto knife to poke holes for my brads, and it was just a little trickier. And then I use an X-Acto knife because especially the glittery ones, these are like pale pink glittery. The glittery, whatever they use to make it glittery, kind of like seals the tails of the brads together. So I use a little X-Acto blade to like slice down the middle of it. It's a little dangerous if you're not careful, but I've never hurt myself, knock on wood. And yeah, that's just a fun little addition. I also like that it's sparkly and it's another shade of pink. And now I'm looking at the letter stickers again. I think I do a bigger alphabet font. I think I use thickers. Yeah, I use those. And incorporate that in with those smaller pink tiles. And my title is The View Was Worth the Climb, I'm pretty sure. So it was really pretty up there, and it was worth the super hot, sweaty, steep little narrow staircase we had to climb up to get up there. And pop, just like that, it's all on there. So I got my pretty little title, and I used that bottom overhang from the background mat I used, and then I'm using a little bit of a doily, just an offcut of a doily, to give me some more texture and bring in some more of that white. I have white in a few little spots, and I wanted to enhance that, and now I'm using actual enamel dots to add some more, sprinkling a little bit of pink and a little bit of gold, which usually means I'm almost done, but not before adding some more hearts. So this is a little wood veneer heart, and I like it because it's a little bit lopsided. It's not perfectly symmetrical, which I think makes it pretty cute. So I'm sticking that down on top of that little banner and next to the in my title. And journaling time. So my little glass cutting board, it's actually a cutting board. It doesn't make the best surface to write on top of, so I just stuck my boyfriend's math notebook beneath it, and I'm just writing a little bit of journaling about how it was such a beautiful day. I mean, I don't exactly remember, but I'm imagining, oh, it was such a beautiful walk, such a beautiful botanical garden, and then we walked up this skinny, hot, sweaty tower to see this view, and it was very beautiful on top. But it was a very hot day. It was super sunny. We went in the middle of the day and melted a little bit, but we survived. I didn't write all of that, obviously. It's a couple lines of journaling, but it came out pretty cute. And I always like journaling. I like to see what I was thinking when I was making the page, even though this was almost a year ago, or it was like pretty much a year ago, over a year ago now. Anyways, it was a cute one, and then I think I add a little bow. See, I don't know if that's something you guys struggle with. I'm not worried about what I'm saying. Like, I don't mind sounding corny or tacky or whatever. I just don't like the way my handwriting looks. It's too inconsistent. Like, all my letters are just, they look different. So, I have a typewriter. I just haven't gotten around to using it or getting it all set up. It's a weird memory keeper's typewriter, so it's not vintage or anything like that. But I might do that this weekend. Sit around and figure out. I mean, I'm sure it's not that complicated. I just need to watch a video because I'm not a directions reader. I'm a video tutorial watcher. So, of course, to make it feel complete, I add a bit of Heidi Shine in gold, and that is it. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and stay tuned for the future videos. Happy scrapping!